I love the play and the movie, Phantom of the Opera. I really relate to the Phantom. There's just something, he's just this sad, pathetic character. He's this man who was born, he's born deformed, he's born not whole. There's something about him that's so frightening that his own mother rejects him. And so he goes through life with half of his face covered with this mask. And he lives down in the dark underground of the Paris, of the opera house. He lives way down in these caves. And yet, even as he lives down in these caves with this broken, deformed man, he so wants to have a connection with another human being. We're made for that, and he longs for it. And so as the story goes, he begins to spy on this beautiful singer in the Paris Opera Company, and he falls in love with her, and he wants to bring her down to his cave because he wants to have a relationship. He's hungry for connection. So he lures her down there to his cave, and the whole time, you can see it, she's scared, she's afraid, she doesn't know whether to trust this man. He looks frightening, she's ambivalent, she doesn't know, but she goes with him. And when she gets down into these dark layers of this cave, she takes off his mask, she pulls it off his face, and suddenly he's revealed in all of his horror, all of his shocking brokenness. And she is terrified, and she runs screaming out of his dark cave. And in the movie and in the play, there's just this moment to me that is so pathetic, because here's this creature who's deformed and lonely, and he's crying out for her, and he's going, "Christine, Christine, please come back." And she runs. And I think what I resonate with that is, I think that we're all like that Phantom. We are all broken. We all cover our brokenness with masks of civility, or we look good, or we accomplish things, and so those masks somehow try to cover up the real brokenness of our souls. And yet, even in our brokenness, we ache for a connection with other people, to have relationships, to matter, to feel valuable. And yet we know how broken we are. And the thing about it is, when we try to bring other people close to us to really show them how broken we are, most people will run. I mean, if people really knew, if you really knew the depth of how broken I am, if you could see into my soul in the way that you never could, but if you could, you would run screaming from this room. You'd be terrified. The things that I have thought, the things that I have done, the things I have felt, the people that I have cared for that I shouldn't have cared for, the temptations that snag my soul. If you knew that about me, you wouldn't want to even be anywhere near me. That's the bad news. But the really good news is that God is the one who can come into the deepest cave of my soul, into my inmost being, see everything about me, know every thought, every action, all the stuff that I wanted to act out and didn't, the stuff that I did act on and regret, all the things that I wish I had never said but I said, all the things that I wish were different, all the things that I'm so ashamed. And he sees it, and he doesn't run terrified, he doesn't run screaming from the room. He accepts me. He loves me. And he says to me, "I see it all, and I still love you."